Hello, I'm Rex and welcome to Babel Planet. So, since the topic of this month seems to be videos that are long overdue, we're going to continue with the phonetics series. This week, the second part of the consonants. It's a long video, so without further ado, this is how to pronounce everything. To begin, we get the Retroflex Consonants. This is a really easy column, so relax. Remember how I told you to find the alveolar ridge? That it's right before a corner going up in your mouth? Well, retroflex sounds are made by touching the part in your mouth after the corner, as if you were trying to make an alveolar while biting a pencil. So let's do the first two. First, the voiceless one. Ta, a ta, ad. Now the voiced one. Da, a da, ad. That wasn't so hard, was it? Let's move on. The Retroflex Nasal is an easy one. It's almost like an N with the tongue position I just told you. Let's try it. Na, na, an. No effort at all, right? Then we have the Richardflux Flap. This one's a bit more tricky, but if you got the other two flaps, this one shouldn't be much trouble. A quick tap to your inner mouth and then shy away. Ra, ra, ar. Good! I told you this was gonna be easy. Next we have the Fricatives, and this shouldn't be much trouble either. Let's go with the voiceless one first. Sha, asha, ash. Now the voiced one. Ja, aja, aj. Piece of cake, right? So let's jump to the Retroflex Approximant. Ra, ara, ar. You don't even need me anymore. You're brilliant. Let's close it up with the Retroflex Lateral. Remember, like an L when you're biting a pencil. La, ala, al. And we're done with the retroflexes. Then we have the palatal consonants. These are done not with the tip of your tongue, but with the middle of it instead. If it feels difficult, don't worry, you will get it quick. So you raise the mid-tongue to the soft palate and make the sound. First we have the plosives. Cha, acha, ach. Now we add a bit of chord vibration and it now goes like this. Ja, aja, aj. Not so hard, right? Let's go directly to the palatal nasal. You're probably familiar with this sound, it's very popular in Romance languages. You'll find it in the Spanish jalapeño, the French magnifique, the Italian gnocchi, or the Portuguese caipirinha. So, like I told you, mid of your tongue behind the ridge and expel air from your nose. Ña, aña, añ. That was great! We move on to the fricatives. Why are there so many fricatives? So again, voiceless first. Sha, asha, ash. And now voiced. Ja, aja, aj. Next we get a lateral approximant. So mid tongue up, soft vibration. Ya, aja, aj. And the last one is the palatal lateral approximant. This one happens in Italian whenever you see the letters GL before an I. So, same as before, but now expel out from the sides of your tongue. Yeah, I. And that's all the palatal consonants. If you want, we can take a small break now. Now we're gonna do the velas. But first, I want you to move your tongue until you find a soft spot in the back of your mouth. That is the soft palate. You were working on the hard palate before. Anyway, for the velar consonants, you need to touch the soft palate with the back of your tongue. It sounds difficult, but I'm sure you already do it a lot, because the velar plosives are some of the most common consonants. Practice them a bit, paying attention to what your tongue does. Ready to repeat? Ka, aka, ak. Simple, right? Now with vibration of the vocal cords. Ga, aga, ag. That was pretty good! Next in line we have a nasal sound. This one happens in English all the time. When you say verbs like doing, or buying, or making, the ng at the end is this sound. So let's try it. Nga, anga, ang. Well done! This sound is also very common in Korean, so if you want to learn that, it's gonna be very useful. Let's jump to the fricatives then. That little X represents the first letter of the word jalapeño, which is proving quite fruitful on this video. It's very important in Spanish and in many fictional languages like Dothraki or Klingon, so let's make it count. Ja, aha, ag. Its vibrating twin isn't nearly as common, but it's also important, so let's not leave it out. Ra, aga, ag. Moving on, we have another approximant, so you know how to do it. Ra, aga. Well done, moving on. To finish with the velas, we have a lateral approximant, so air from the sides. Ra, ala, ala. On the next column we have the uvulas, which are formed by placing the back of your tongue near the uvula. So we start with the plosives. These are very similar to the previous two, so no problem there. Ka, aka, ak. Now the voiced one. Ra, aga, ag. That was easy, right? Following we have a nasal. Remember, this is like the previous one, but a little farther back. Nga, anga, ang. It looks harder than it is. Then we have a uvular trill. I had a bit of trouble with this one, but it's not completely difficult. Practice makes perfect. Ra, arra, ar. Then we have our old friends, the fricatives. The voiceless one is like a better fricative but deeper. Ha, aha, ah. Good, the voiced one is probably more familiar to you. It's the R in French. You know which? Like when you say Parlez-vous français? Let's repeat it. Ra, ara, ar. So now that you know all tricky French consonants, you can impress your friends using something a bit more interesting than omelette de fromage. We're almost over, so let's do it quick. First we have the pharyngeal fricatives. I don't really have a clever way to find the pharynx, so let's just look at the diagram. So first we have the voiceless one. Ha, aha, ah. And then the voiced one. Ra, ara, ar. Easy, right? To wrap this up, let's have the glottals. There is a plosive one up there, but I want to leave it for last, because it's not like most sounds we've seen yet. So straight to the fricatives it is. First one's the easiest, it's the English H. So, ha, aha, ah. Then we season it up with some vibration. Ha, aha, ah. Not bad, that was nice. So finally, and because this is gonna take longer to edit than I can stay awake, let's finish this up with the glottal stop. This one is like a pause that punches its way between two vowels. In English, it's found in expressions like uh-oh, or taking the form of a T in some accents, like when Cockney speakers pronounce better as better. So, to conclude this video, Congratulations! You pronounced all 59 pulmonic consonants in the IPA, which, combined with the 39 vowels in the last episode, means that we're halfway through. Wait, what? Halfway? Man, this is gonna take a while. Thank you all for watching! In the next video, we'll talk about how translation has changed the meaning of Christmas. Yeah, we're going there. Subscribe, like, share and comment, and we're gonna have a lot of great stuff in the future. Thank you for watching. Cheers to you all!